Hi everyone, it's Shane here from FX Learning and welcome to another episode with the Binary Destroyer. Now the topic for this video is pretty much the name of this video. Can we automate the power move strategy? Now if you've watched my recent videos, I've been talking a lot about this strategy. The reason being is because it's a very simple strategy for learning to trade with the trend. And I'll give you an example here, okay? Look, right? White line on bottom, what does it mean? It means an uptrend, okay? So when white line is on bottom, it's an uptrend. And when we get something like, this isn't the best, okay? When we get a white line on top, downtrend, okay? So white line on top, downtrend. We cross over here, which signifies what? A trend change. Then white line goes on bottom, uptrend. Now this is a very simple way of trading, especially if you're a beginner, because it just gives you a clear idea on which way the market's trending. Now it's very, like I said, it's very good if you're a beginner. You know, it teaches you a lot about trend changing. Now I've been trading this a lot recently and had great success with it on the 1 hour charts. We've been firing signals and setups backwards and forwards with the Binary Destroyer members. But I got one particular member, okay, I just want to show you here, has been trading this for quite some time, for around 2 months now, okay, and I'll bring it up here, okay. Look, I'll just read it to you. Anyone catch this lovely pullback arrow on the 30-minute time frame? I have had 5 trades this week using this method. Wait till the 1 hour time frame is just crossing or just crossed, then drop down to the 30 minutes and look for the pullback arrow. Crossover will have already happened on the M30. 5 trades this week, all in profit. That is it, as a wise man once said. And as you can see here, he took another trade here, just took another one on Euro Chef. H1 closes to crossing on 30-minute cross, nice, and as you can see, coming near my take profit. Okay, now as you know, I've been trading this on the 1 hour charts and just basically just waiting for a crossover, first pullback arrow, in with the trade. Now what this member doing is doing basically a top-down analysis. He's getting an idea of when the trend is going to change on the higher time frames and then going down to the lower time frames to find his entry. Now it's a very good way of trading this because obviously you're going to capture more pips. You're waiting for the trend change to happen on the higher time frames and then basically finding your entry on the 30-minute time frames. Now the reason for this video is basically because I thought, you know what, I'll simulate this last night, see how it goes, maybe something I can incorporate myself with my own trading. And to be honest, I'm not joking you here, it was incredible, to a point now where I'm thinking, you know what, we need to automate this. Now if you're watching this video, you're good with programming, maybe with ctrader, MT5, can we program this to a point where it can do a top-down analysis? It can recognize a trend change happening on the higher time frames and then finding pullback arrows on the lower time frames and taking trades. Now I just want to show you this here, exactly what I mean and exactly how I simulated it last night. Okay, now this is GPUSD. As you can see, I've got it on the 1 hour charts and I've also got it loaded up on the 30-minute charts now to find our entries. Okay, now as you can see, okay, price has just come down on the 1 hour charts. Okay, now I'll just go next bar, keep going next bar. Okay, now I'll get to here, right? Okay, this point here would be where I would normally take a trade using this strategy on the 1 hour charts. Okay, again, you know, if you know me, stop loss above the moving average, take profit at the bottom of the swing. Now what this member is doing is going down to the 30-minute time frame, like here, the 30-minute time frame now, and then getting in on this arrow. Okay, waiting for the crossover to happen and then getting in on this arrow on the 30 minutes. Okay, now just watch this. Okay, right, I'm not joking you, we'll simulate it now and we'll write down every single win and loss over the next month, and it's to a point now where I'm thinking we need to automate this. Okay, right, so we'll just go wins and losses. Now I'm not gonna, you know, we're not gonna register pips and stuff like that. Okay, we're just gonna go over wins and losses. Okay, see how the actual setup wins. Okay, right, so this here, let's say we go with just around figure 40 pips profit, a 40 pip stop loss. Okay, there's 35, Okay, let's go with a 40 pip stop loss. There we go, 41 pips for 40 pips, yeah? 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. Again, if I can get an EA to build this, this would be pretty insane, you know, 1-to-1 risk reward EA, right? So let's see what happens on this particular setup. Right, bring it up here. So as you can see, price is already started to drop down. We are pushing up a bit. Okay, we're chopping around for a bit, Okay, I'm just going to pause out there. Was that, what was it, 40 pip stop loss? So we need a 40 pip take profit. There you go, 51 pips, right? So this trade would have done a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. That is now first win, right? Oh, I didn't want to save that. Okay, and I'm not, you know, this is something I will be trading live next week, okay, because it's such a good way, right? We'll go over to the 1 hour again, okay? See that pullback happening here, okay? Right, let's see what happens. Because in theory, right, look, I'm on the 1 hour now, right? Watch this. You know, this is the 1 hour here. In theory, this would be the setup I take on the 1 hour. And as you can see, that was a clear winner. But what this, you know, what this method is getting on the 1 hour charts, which is down here. You know, again, you would be in 128 pip profit on this trade, okay, just by going down to the lower time frames and finding your entry, right? So we'll carry on with this, okay, and I'll just show you every single setup that happens, and it's just unbelievable. So I'm just going to speed up just a little bit because I have to use a lot of tick data when simulating the higher time frames. Now remember, waiting for the crossover to happen on the 1 hour, which looks like it's about to happen. Bands are slowing down, okay? Go to the 30 minutes, okay? And we should start to see the crossover happening, okay? No, we haven't. We're still going down. So this video, okay, might go on for quite a long time. So I do apologize if it does. You know, this, I just wanted to show you this. So if you do stick around and you do stay for the for the duration of this video, then great. You know, you're with me and you're on to something. Okay, we're still trending now. This is still quite a big, large trend down. Look at that. Look at the pips you could have caught on this trade. Okay, stop. Okay, here we go. Stop. Pause it here. Right. See, this trend change just happened now, right? Okay. We go over here, you can see exactly white line was on top, we've crossed over, white line on bottom. What does that mean? So where is the pullback arrow? Okay, now we haven't got the pullback arrow yet. I wouldn't count this signal here, mainly because we've only just crossed over now on the, so we'll just keep going here. In fact, we'll go to the 30 minutes now, we'll find that pullback. Here we go. Okay, right, so here, right? Oh, yeah, look, yeah, okay, we'll go with this. We've got double signal here. We've got double signal on the 1 hour and we've got signal on the 30 minutes. So again, okay, this candle closed. Yes, let's go for 40 pip stop loss. Okay, that's 21 pips, right? So let's just go with 40 pips. You know, if we can get just a set round number, let's say 30 pips, right? Let's see what happens here. Bang, take profit hit. Within literally, this trade went up to 80 pips, right? So almost now we're at 2-0, okay, with 2 wins. It's just unbelievable, right? So we'll keep going. Again, we might start crossing over in a minute. No, we're going back into an uptrend. Price is chopping around for a bit in a minute. Okay, right, okay, white line on top. Let me just take it back here, okay? We're back into an uptrend. As you can see, if you look here, we've crossed back over. So technically, this is now in an uptrend. In fact, we can go over to the 30 minutes, okay? That would have been our signal here. That would have been our signal here, okay? So again, you know, if you had a 30 pip stop loss, let's say down here, take profit, 50 pips. So again, we're on 3-0. 3-0 already, okay? Still going. If this was an EA, see, this is what I'm saying. If you could get this permanently automated to a point where, you know, it's just going to keep going and going and going. Look, here we go, crossover, stop. Okay, we just crossed over again. Remember, white line on top. Okay, see that white line on top, downtrend. Let's go back over to the 30 minutes. Here's our signal here, right? Here's our signal here on the 30-minute time frame. Let's just go with, again, what were we, 30 or 40 pips? What's the movement on this? 30 pips, right? 30 pips for 30 pips again. Okay, I think that was, hold on, was that 30 pips at the bottom here? 65 pips. Okay, we're on 4-0. Okay, so you see what I mean? Like, I sat here, no joke, for hours upon hours last night, and I thought, this cannot be right. Like, you know, if you can sit there and tweak it to a point where, like, you just get it to automate itself, you know, wait for the crossover, go down to 30 minutes, force crossover in, like that, just consistently. Right, so we'll keep going like this. Now remember, okay, this is using a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. Now if we can get this on an EA, have you ever heard of an EA that does a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio? Do you know what I mean? Where you're risking 1% to make 1%, right? When you think about that theory, you would never get no drawdown. Never. You'd never get a drawdown, because the worst drawdown you would get would be 1%. And if you got 1%, you've hit your stop loss. So, do you know what I mean? And you think, well, I'd never have a drawdown. And the win ratio on this is just I mean, look, I mean, you could use a trading stop with some of these setups and make good pips. Right, okay, we're just crossing over again. Here we go. Watch this, right? Ready? Right, we're going to cross over. Let me just I'll do bar by bar, okay? No, it might not cross over. If we crossed over... You know what? This is that annoying setup where, like, we're just about to cross over. There's our pullback signal on the 30-minute charts. I don't think... No, I won't count this, right? I'm not going to count this because we haven't actually crossed over yet. Okay, I think we might still go down. Let me just... No, we're still going down, right? So we haven't technically crossed over. No. Okay, here we go. We've definitely crossed over now, right? Definitely, that was a crossover, yeah? If I take it back to the point that we just crossed over. Okay, there we go, right, there we go. So there's that point we crossed over on this. Now we'll go over to 30 minutes, okay? And we'll find that first pullback arrow, that first green buy signal, okay? Next bar, okay? Okay, I'm going to do it just a little bit. Okay, stop. There we go. There it was. Okay, just here. Now, we'll do a 20 pip stop loss because 20 pips is just, you know, I like to have a tight stop loss, you know, because look at this, right? That's 20 pips, right? If I had a 40 pip stop loss, it'd be all the way down here, right? So we'll do a nice round number, 20 pips. And again, that went to 30 pips. So in fact, that went to 36 pips. So again... Okay, we're on 5-0 already. Okay, we'll carry on again. We'll carry on with this. Now, like I said, this video will probably go on for quite a while, and I do apologize about that. But, you know, moving forward, I need to try and get this... because the only problem you have with this is sitting on the charts all the time, trying to get a set. Here we go, cross. Here we go, stop, pause it here. Right, pause it here. You see that crossover here? Let's go over to the 30 minutes. And, okay, we had a lot of pullback signals here. Okay, but technically, let me just go back here to the point we crossed over. Okay, that there was definitely the point there, right? So let's go to the 30 minutes, okay? Okay, we might have got this signal here. Look at that signal at the top, but I don't think, let me go back here. No, we wouldn't have, if the price didn't cross over, look, it was definitely the next bar, right? So we'll take the next pullback arrow, yeah? Okay, the next sell arrow, which is there, okay? Again, let's go with look, again, I'm gonna go with 25 pips with this, yeah? 25 pips. 22 pips. Just bring it up 25 pips. Okay, again, we'll have, what's the bottom here? There you go, 25 pips, 30 pips. Let's see what happens with this trade. Hopefully it does win. Okay, we come back up. Oof, just touched our... Okay, I believe that was everyone. Again, 35 pips. So that was a 30 pip stop loss for 35 pips take profit. So we're almost on 6-0. It seems to be everyone that around a 30 pip stop loss is what's sensible with this. I think a 30 pip stop loss is what's needed. There would be that initial trade. You see here, that would be the initial trade that I would have took if I was trading this on the 1 hour chart. See that? But we would have got in on this setup here. Look at that nice move. Look at that pullback signal on the 1 hour, pullback signal on the 5 minutes, on the 30 minutes. Nice. Price drops. Okay, we might get a crossover here. Nope. Still in a downtrend. So we'll keep going. Okay, looks like we're going to cross over. Stop. There we go. Okay, there was that crossover. If I just go to the point we crossed over. Okay, like I said, because remember, you know, if this was live or this was automated, you know, it wants to be the point that it crossed over. Okay, so as you can see, let's get in on the first red. Funny enough, it already happened. It already happened. But technically... Right, let me go back to the 30 minutes. That there would not count. That would not be a signal, mainly because we haven't technically crossed over on the 1 hour yet. Okay, we've just crossed over here now. Okay, so let's take the first green arrow. Okay, technically this one here was the first, but the 1 hour charts didn't actually cross over at that point, so we won't count that. Okay, we'll just carry on. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Here. Right, so we will go for a 30 pip stop loss. Like I said, we'll just go for a round number, 30 pips. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's 30 pips there. So 30 pips for 30 pips. Hopefully this hits take profit. Okay, no, we actually got took out. We actually got took out by this trade. Okay. So we actually got, everyone, our first loss. So not to worry. Okay, we'll carry on here. We'll do 10 setups, yeah? We'll do 10 more. So we'll do 10. So we got another 3 more setups to find. Let's just carry on. Like I said, this is one of those annoying setups where technically that one, in fact, I think that one would have lost as well. Yeah, if you had a 30 pip stop loss on there, I think even that one would have lost. So you can't. I mean, hold on. That one would have won. Yeah, that one here. This is what I'm saying. The 30-minute charts here. That one would have won. So I'll go back to the 1 hour. Okay, we'll see what happens. Here we go. Just about to cross over now. Okay, in fact, we have crossed over. Yeah, we just crossed over. So I believe, in fact, do you count that signal? You see, we seem to be getting, as soon as the price drops below like this. No, we'll wait for the first signal, right? Let's wait for an actual crossover, okay? Next bar. Okay, well, that's a definite crossover. Okay, so let's go now. Right. In fact, that, I don't know if you'd count that. I really don't. I'm going to not take any of these setups here. I'm going to forget that one, okay? Because we didn't really get a pullback arrow until here. And then by the time that happened, no, that would be a setup that I wouldn't take. It may be to a point where, you see, Okay, here we go. We crossed over now. Okay, we just crossed over into an uptrend, right? Here we go. Let's take this buy trade, okay? Let's take this buy trade. We just crossed over into an uptrend. Let's take this buy signal here, okay? Again, stop loss. I won't just draw the line, okay? We'll go for 20 pips, 30 pips, wasn't it? 30 pips stop loss, 30 pip take profit. Let's see what happens. Was, you know, no denying that. Okay, that trade went to 71 pips. So, okay, we're on 7-1 at the minute. We'll carry on. Okay. We'll look for 2 more setups, everyone, and then we'll call that a day. Okay. Okay, here we go. Price. Oh no, price did not cross over. Here we go. We're going to cross over any minute now. Next bar, next bar. Just nope, we're not crossing over yet. Yeah, here we go. Just crossed over there. There we go. There's that crossover. Go over to the 30 minutes, and we will get in on the pullback arrow. So wait for the price to pull back up again, and we'll get in on the first green or first red arrow. Okay, here we go. Right, okay. What are we going here? 30 pips stop loss. Okay, I mean, that's 30 pips is way up there. That's ridiculous. But we'll go 30 pips, right? 30 pips. The trade went to 39 pips. 38 pips, right? So there we go. Another win. Another win. Now, I would probably say with this setup, I would have gone for a 20 pip stop loss. Only because, look, 30 pips is way up there. I like to have my stop loss kind of in between in the middle. But nonetheless, if you had a 30 pip stop loss, a 30 pip take profit, you would have won. Maybe we should call this a 30 pip trade. Okay, we'll do one more. Okay, one more setup, and then that will be us. And yeah, I'm waiting for your emails to see if this is something. Okay, here we go. Crossed over here. Let's go back again. Okay, is this something moving forward that you can help me build, help me get being part of? I mean, the guy that when I used to fund an EA or TAD back in the day. I was using a number of programmers to help me do it, but you know, maybe you're the expert on this. Okay, right, so we just crossed over here. Okay, did we cross over here? Hold on, let me just go back a bit. I'm just waiting for that point that we crossed over. Okay, we'll go here, right? Was this a setup? No, it wasn't, right? So we're just going to wait for the next pullback arrow now. Next green arrow, red arrow. In fact, was that it here? Let me just go back. In fact, I believe I've just done the complete opposite. Yeah, I've done the opposite. I was looking at the 30 minutes and going over to the 1 hour, right? Forget that, right? Forget what I've just said. Okay, let's find an actual setup. I had this running on the 30-minute charts. I'm getting too excited. Right. Okay, here we go. On the 1 hour charts, okay, we're just about, there we go. There's my crossover now. Okay, 30 minutes. Okay, let's go back to the point that it crossed over. And it was, technically that's not a crossover, right? So even though we got this signal here, that is not a crossover, right? So I wouldn't count that as a crossover. I want to see a clear crossover like that, right? So I'm not going to take that arrow. I'm going to take the next one, okay? Because like I said, you know, we've got to be honest. We you know, we've got to do this fair. You know, because obviously the computer's going to be picking stuff up like this, right? So we'll go back here. We'll take the next green arrow. Okay, the next green arrow. Oh, price is chopping around here at the minute. Now see, look, I haven't got any green arrow. Look, see that there wouldn't count because no, I wouldn't count that. I wouldn't take this set. There's no green arrow from. I wouldn't take that. Okay, forget that one. That wouldn't. I wouldn't count that. Okay, we just crossed over again. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Downtrend. Right, we'll go back over. Okay, there's that signal. Did that signal appear when we crossed over? Let me just go back here. Right, 30 minutes. Let's take it back. Let's keep taking it back. Right, hold on. I'm waiting for the point that arrow appeared had we crossed over. Okay, that arrow appeared there. What did we cross over? Yes, we had crossed over. That was a crossover. Crossover happened here. That, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, is a signal. So again, how do I play this? I mean, I'll probably go with, what's the stop loss on this? 30 pips. Yeah, I'd probably go 30 pips there. What's the take profit? 43 pips. As you can see, I mean, I'm pretty confident this is going to be a winner because you've got a sell signal on the 1 hour and you've got a sell signal on the 30 minutes. So when you get them two together, you get a winning combination. Right, so what was it? 30 pips. Did this go to 30 pips? 37 pips. So yes, everyone, as you can see, 9 wins, non-loss using this. And this is, like I said, I mean, we could go on. We go back over to 30 minutes. Okay, I'll find you one more just to kind of show to you we really need to start maybe getting this automated. Okay, here we go. Crossover again. Okay, where was that crossover on the... I think it would have been here. Okay, I think it would have been here because we crossed over, signifying uptrend, and it would have been this signal here again. I mean, look, as you can see, this. Let's go 30 pips. Oh, in fact, I wouldn't. I'll probably go 20 pips with this. 20 pips for this trade went to 27 pips. So yeah, as you can see, another winner. So yeah, as you can see, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, send me an email. Let me know if this is something we can automate moving forward. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed or had a successful trading week. My name is Jamie Palmer and I'll see you all on next week's video. So thank you for watching.